So welcome to my channel update video, and I have to do one of these to explain what's been going on with me, what's been going on with some of my friends, and what's going forward on the channel, what's going to be happening going forward for the second half of 2020, the greatest year in the history of this planet. I'm telling you, it's crazy. So I gotta say, I've been away for a little bit, and the reason why is because we had a little girl, and I couldn't be more thrilled. It's the most fantastic thing in the entire world to me. And when she came into the world, it was like, wow. It was such a moment in my life that I don't think I've ever experienced anything so real, so powerful, and so scary and exciting. It was just a heck of a moment. And so me and Kim were in the hospital for quite some time because unfortunately there were some complications with the delivery, and so Kim had to have surgery, and it was a 3-hour surgery. And I just want to say that Kim is doing very well now, and that's why I had to take some time away from the show, because I had to look after Kim and the baby for sure, because that's top priority over video games. All right, top priority over video games. And so we've been doing well, and I just want to say that our daughter has some challenges as well, unfortunately. But you know what? All those challenges can be fixed, and we're working on those as well. So we've been going to so many specialists, so many surgeons, so many people, and so it's been a whirlwind. And me and Kim have not known where we begin and where we ended, you know, for our lives. We're constantly doing things and all of that. But I just want to say that both of them are doing very, very well. They're doing very, very well. And it's been probably, I can be honest here, one of the most stressful times in my entire life, and one of the most challenging times in my entire life. But the one thing me and Kim have realized is that some strength comes out of you to be able to tackle all of these things and to keep moving on and all of that. And so there's a lot of other things there that I'm not going to go into, but for that, it's very good. And I'm really happy to be a parent. It's weird. I'm a dad. I'm a father, and it's like wild. There's so many times I'm holding my baby and I'm like, I'm a dad? Like, when did this happen? And it's like, it's really cool. And, you know, obviously we're in the newborn phase, so a lot of screaming, a lot of crying. I've changed more diapers than I care to even talk about, and there's going to be quite a few more in the future. I'm just, you know, guessing on that one. But it's been a challenge, but it's been wonderful. And, yeah, my daughter's starting to kind of focus on things now and stuff like that, so that's really cool. Okay, so some other stuff. Okay, I got to talk about my friend Rob man, who comes on the show. I try to get him on as much as I can these days. Something terrible happened to him as well in this month. I mean, there's been so many terrible things that have been going on in 2020. It's been ridiculous. And he was on, he's working his job. He was on a ladder, and he grabbed something, and he got shocked. Not electrocuted, you die if you get electrocuted, but a shock. And he was like, "Buh," for a split second, and I guess one of the other workers saw it, switched off the, switch. But Rob, from it, fell off the ladder, and get this, he shattered his leg from the knee down on his right side. And so that happened, and it was scary. I tell you, it was really, really scary, because I got a newborn, and then I see what's happened to my best friend. I was like, oh my God, his leg was shattered, and they were scared he may lose his foot. These were real things that were going on all within this month. And I'm like, oh my God, I felt so terrible. And I couldn't go to the hospital because of COVID and all that. They don't allow visitors. So Rob had to be in the hospital for like the first 7 days on his own. And, you know, so that was a terrible thing that happened. I want to say, though, as an update to that, I went and visited Rob a day or so ago. And I must say, he's doing really, really well. He's doing really, really well. He's lost weight. His mental health and all that is the best I've ever seen him. It's incredible. And his foot is healing wonderfully. And the infection looks like, nope, it's not too bad. It's all good. It's all good. He's able to wiggle his toes. So I went over there and hung out with his family for quite a few hours. And Rob is in good spirits and all of that. And, I took him out for the day because he had some appointments to do and stuff like that. So really good that's worked out too. Talk about some of the challenges this year. It's been crazy. So I'll see Rob when I can. Okay, so the final, thing I want to talk about is my own health. And I remember the beginning of the year, I was like really bad, and I'm a lot better, obviously, because I did the update video, I was back, but I've never been truly right. I'm probably about 75% of what I was, in 2019. In 2019, I had so much energy, so much all that kind of stuff. Now, not so much, and I've been doing a lot of tests at the hospital, things like that, and my lung capacity is not great from who knows if I had COVID. I'm going to see if I can find out if I had it, because it seems really strange what's happened to me, for sure, the after effects, and still can't lay down properly, and I have terrible nausea every day, really, really bad, and it's really, really strange. So I'm trying to get to the bottom of all of that. But you know what? What I do with this show, and I was telling Rob about this the other day when I was hanging out with him, I said, I don't want to be the guy who's always complaining. I don't go on Twitter and go, complain. I don't do that. I want people to come to this show and get some energy out of it. And that's why when I do the show, I give as much energy as I humanly can. And that's why I've been really pushing it this year to try to seem even better than what I am, because I haven't been. Because I want people to come here and get away from their problems and stuff and get lost in the fun world of video games. And I want to be an escape for people. So that's why I just want to do this video and give kind of a real talk about all the crazy things that have been going on. And I can tell you, in 46 years, I'm 46 years old. In 46 years, I have never seen a year like this. And I've never had such a challenging year in my life, to do with my own health, with having a baby, with having extra challenges with that, having that kind of go south with Kim, having complications as well. I mean, it's pushed me to my limits as a human being, but I'm happy to say that we're getting through it and all of that. And then, and then what happened to Rob, and then my hair cutter died, a great friend of mine, died of cancer. I know it's been so many things that have been going on, and there's quite a few more that I'm not even going to get into because I don't want to make it a big to-do about that. Here's the positive stuff going forward is that I'm definitely in the zone to make episodes. Me and Kim have a wonderful routine with our little girl now, so we're both getting 8 hours of sleep at night with the routine that we're doing for this moment. So we have plenty of energy to do a lot of different things. And I have already captured footage for an episode I'm doing right here and going forward. And I've got another new game stuff episode to do. And that one's kind of magical. I got some really, some cool stories for that one I can't wait to get into. I got to say something. This, in the month of challenge that I've just had, feels, and I'm not going to get choked up. I'm not one of those guys who will ever do that on camera. That's so no. It feels so wonderful to be back here. This is such a, for me over 12 years, this has been a very positive place. I've talked about that a lot. This is where I always push my positive energy in this space that I'm in. The space has never changed. And so it's very therapeutic for me to be back here. And it kind of takes my mind off some of, some problems and even my own health. It gets me away from all of that to talk about video games. And, it's funny during the challenging times, my mind at its worst will always go back to a happy memory of a video game or a moment in my life that made me happy. Like, I always go back to 1988 playing Phantasy Star when I'm under a lot of stress. It's like it's the way my mind deals with stress. It'll shoot me little happy memories and happy thoughts. And that's kind of, I'm not joking, that's kind of what gets me through some of this. It's not, drugs or alcohol or cigarettes or anything like that. It's being able to think of happy memories and things, and times in my life that I was happy. Those are the things that keep me kind of going through the stressful times, and have brought me to right now and all of that. So I feel really good, guys. I feel really good. All the challenges and all the things are being dealt with. They're being dealt with because you got to deal with them, right? You can't run away from them. You deal with them, and that's what you do. And that's what I've been doing. And I think we're doing, knock on wood, it's still 2020. We're doing okay. So I'm planning regular episodes are going to be back every Sunday going forward. It's always weird. I always feel so guilty. I felt so guilty when I was so ill. I'm like, I'm letting everybody down. And then during this challenging month, I feel like, oh my God, I'm letting everybody down. I want to make my wife happy, my child happy, and everybody else who watches the show happy. That's my problem. I'm trying to please everybody because that's the kind of person that I am. I want to make everybody happy. That's my mission. Go figure. That's the name of the show, the Happy Console Gamer Show. Go figure. It's so weird when I picked that name 12 years ago. I didn't know it would ring so true for me as a person, and that's so wild. Anyways, I'm getting carried away. I just really want to come in and have a big chat. I've really enjoyed doing this, and thank you for always tuning in and watching the show. And I hope it brings you a little bit of, a bit of a smile to your day at times, for sure. So anyways, guys, until next time.